Today I'm going to be showing you how to drive a manual transmission in my 2013 Subaru WRX. Did you know that only 18% of the drivers in the US know how to drive a manual? This is why I'm going to be showing you because I think it's a good skill to know. First thing you need to know are the pedals, and if you've ever driven a car, you know what the gas and the brake do, but in a manual car, they added a third pedal, which is the clutch. The clutch is what you use for pretty much everything while driving manual. It is how you get the car going, how you switch the gears, and how you come to a stop. When using the clutch, you have to be very patient because if you are not, then the car will start to jerk back and forth or the car will stall out. When the car stalls out, that means that the car is basically turned off and you turn the car back on and try again. Moving on to the gears, the car is a manual, so you have to manually move the gears. For this car, it is a 5-speed transmission, which means that there are 5 gears. And the first gear is left and up. Second gear is right under that. Third gear is back in the middle and up. Fourth gear is right under that. Fifth gear is right and up. And then to get to reverse, you have to go right and down. When switching all of the gears, you want to make sure that the clutch is pressed in all the way. And if you want to make sure that the car is in neutral, you can just move the shifter back and forth. Now that you know the basics of how the clutch works and where the gears are, it's time to get the car moving. But first, we have to get the car started, and doing that, you have to press your left foot all the way down the clutch, make sure the car is in neutral, and then turn the key and start the car. If the car is not in neutral, whenever you let off the clutch after starting it, the car will stall out. Now that we have the car started, we can get started moving. The first thing I tell people when I teach them is to let off the clutch very slowly and not apply gas. This helps them simplify things by not adding many steps and lets them get a feel of where the clutch engages and disengages. When doing this, beginners often feel the car start moving and they want to let off the clutch very quickly. But remember, you have to be very patient with the clutch and keep letting out slowly, especially when not adding gas. So to do this, you need to put your left foot fully down on the clutch and take your e-brake off, and then put the car in first gear, which is left and up, and let off the clutch very slowly. And remember, you're going to start feeling the car moving, but you're going to keep going very slowly until the car hits its idle speed, and then you can let off the clutch completely. After doing this a few times and getting a feel of where the clutch engages to get the car moving, you can now start trying to apply gas to the process. When applying gas to the process, you want to make the RPMs go to about 1,500 to 2,000, because if you keep your foot at a constant position on the gas, you'll see the RPMs go down as you're letting the clutch out. Like this. Now that you know how to get the car to first gear, it's time to get the car into second and third. So once you get to about 3,000 RPMs, you're going to notice the car getting very loud, and that's when you know it's time to shift. So what you're going to want to do is press your foot all the way down on the clutch, move the car into second gear, which is left and down, and letting the clutch out slowly and adding gas. Getting the car into third gear is the same process. So once you are in second gear, you're going to want to wait until the car reaches about 3,000 RPMs. Then press the clutch in and let off the gas. Move the car into third gear, which is in the middle and up, and letting off the clutch slowly and adding gas.